Oh, hello. We are here recording our first project update for Sultan's library. Excuse the mess, we're busy cutting out some prototype pieces. Zane, say hello to everyone.
Hi. Yeah, you guys actually haven't met me before. I am the artist for Sultan's library and general worker.
He cuts out all the boxes and does all the grunt work. Anything that I need, I poke Zane, and it kind of falls out. Pretty good guy this. So today we have a couple of different questions that our friend Andrew is going to ask us.
Heyo.
4 different questions all about Sultan's library, about us, telling you a little bit more about why Sultan's library is such an important project to us. Okay, Andrew, whenever you're ready.
Cool. So, howdy guys.
Hey, Andrew.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, geez. Not like we've been busy cutting out things all day.
Cool. So I guess just thought
Yeah, just jump right in.
get an idea from you guys about what the project's about. So, being that you two are from South Africa, how was your gaming experience different to most other people, in your opinion, on a kind of global scale?
Well, when I went overseas for the first time, I met a lot of different people from lots of different countries, especially people from the US and Canada. They'd always talk about gaming conventions and how they'd met Leonard Nimoy, rest in peace, or met Captain Kirk in the flesh, kind of thing.
We just don't have that.
We just don't have something like that in South Africa. Yeah, it's true. I've never in my life been inside of a comic book shop, and I'm 28. So yeah, when we were younger, we played things like Monopoly, Clue,
all those standard family games.
the standard Hasbro, stock. I got into Magic the Gathering when I was younger, but that was pretty much the only thing that we had around until the last 5-10 years.
Yeah, there's been a couple pop-up shops, and they stock some pretty cool games. But I mean,
Yeah, it's really hard to get your hands on quality title games here. It's getting easier, especially with things like Amazon. But growing up, we didn't really get much playing it. We always saw things like that on TV or online, but
yeah, it's always just a little bit harder. Ryno's from Durban, which is actually a bit of a city, but I mean, I was from a smaller town, so we would have to mission all the way. We'd make special weekend road trips where all our mates would get into one of our parents' cars, come down to Durban to buy, quite literally, because that's all we could afford, 2 boosters each of Magic, and then that would be us sort of stoked. Yeah, we've got some Magic cards, and then it'd make do. So it's always been I think maybe a little bit harder for us to game.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we want to do with this project, is give something back to the rest of South Africa,
Cool, man. Good answer, guys. So you've been working on this game for over a year now.
Right.
Invading people's homes and cutting up boards and
Yeah,
designs.
and cut up pieces everywhere, forcing people to play this really fun game.
Sweeping it under their rug.
And it is really fun. So what is it that you guys like most about your baby, Sultan's Library?
I don't know, Zane, what do you like most about Sultan's Library?
Yeah. Well, at first, I'm the artist, so the first thing I would have said would have been art, obviously. But I started playing it. I mean, you guys have already been playing it for quite a while, and then I started playing the game, and that is by far, for me, the thing I like the most about it.
Because you kind of started designing the art for the game.
Yeah, I hadn't even played it.
Without playing it. Yeah, I told him the concept, and he immediately got to work. As I said, you poke Zane and stuff falls out. He immediately got to work on it, and some amazing pictures came out. And then when we finally played it, he just didn't want to stop. It was pretty ridiculous.
Oh, well, think about it. Do you actually know how many times you play tested the game?
I don't know, hundreds.
I remember when you first came up with the idea, just had blank cards,
Yeah,
and we just
right.
played game after game with a set of blank cards.
The very first prototype we made, we actually used a Magic set editor and printed out plain paper cards to play with, and it was still so much fun. And now with like this great art on it, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but yeah, playing the game is awesome. I'm actually stoked because, like you said, I'm going to take one of these home. Meg's going to play it for the first time, and I'm pretty sure she's also going to be pretty keen on it. It's
Yeah,
a cool game.
yeah.
It's a cool game.
What I like most about this is the fact that, you know, I made it, and whenever other people play it, they always give me, you know, it's just good stuff coming back, and everyone seems to enjoy it. That's what I like, seeing other people actually playing my game. That just brings a smile to my face.
Cool. So there being like tons of different games on Kickstarter, why should people support your project?
That's a good question, since, you know, there are many other projects on Kickstarter. Sultan's Library is a game that's, you know, it's not just a game, it's a project, you know. And that's what Kickstarter's for. It's about, you know, supporting not just a product, but supporting the people behind the product. Yeah, I just feel like I know how tough it is for so many people in South Africa to get their hands on good quality games. We're offering free shipping with most of all of our reward levels to South Africa, also to the US and Canada. You know, gotta give, you know, props to the North Americans. Yeah, definitely, you know, trying to give something back to the people who, you know, don't have it. Like, that's what I want. I want people to see how awesome board gaming is.
But it's a bit more than that as well, because you were talking about, you know, it's also about access to Kickstarter, and, you know, as South Africans, you don't really have access to Kickstarter. So maybe through Photon Games, we could be offering that sort of thing.
Right. So I was incredibly lucky to, you know, have someone who, like Photon Games in Canada, who could help me get my project kickstarted. But most, you know, South Africa isn't listed as one of the active Kickstarter countries, so you can't just open up a bank account and open up a Kickstarter. So hopefully, you know, we can, you know, help people with that too.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of guys. I mean, I'm the artist working for this, and you think my stuff's really cool, but I'm sure there's way more guys better than me even here in the country that just are doing, they're doing nothing.
There's so much talent in this country, and so many nerds who just have no outlet for their nerddom.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous, actually.
So they just waste their time, you know, playing Magic.
Yeah, just get incredibly nerdstrated. Is that a thing? Like frustrated?
I thought you were going with castration.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note.
Okay then, guys. So what are your plans once this Kickstarter is over? Do you have kind of anything else lined up, or?
Well, at this point, the Kickstarter is not looking as great as we were hoping. We're going to keep at it, you know. I mean, we're sitting here cutting out prototypes, making videos. However, me and Zane were talking about making a game, kind of a cross between a push your luck dice game and Torpedo, like a board-based
like
dice push your luck thing.
Yeah, we just thought about. I mean, I haven't even played Torpedo. I just saw the mechanic of the board and thought that could work well with like a monster hunting kind of a game. You know, just rolling out dice, hunting monsters and stuff, gaining gear or something like that. You know, I love that kind of game, so I'm trying to push it on Ryno. So
right.
Yeah.
Me and Andrew are actually also working on our own project called Wasteland Warriors. It's a bit of a, it's hard to describe, I guess, post-apocalyptic capture the flag strategy game, much bigger scale than Sultan's Library is. But at this point, you know, we'll see how this project goes first, and then work our way forward from there. Yeah, like it's exciting times. I'm happy to be on Kickstarter, and you know, I can't wait to see what the next
what happens.
What the next month brings.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for the answers, guys, and for letting me catch you with your pants down.
Well, we won't waste any more of your time. Until next week, maybe we'll see. We'll probably bring you another video update next week. So yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, cheers,